This is your 702.
Let's walk the talk this summer.
So we're hanging out in studio with Luthando BU Mthembu. I almost said Vuyani.
I heard that.
I almost said we're hanging out with Vuyani, but of course this is not Vuyani.
No, this is not.
Yeah, but I can see the similarities, you know, with the shades,
Wow.
you know. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
Speaking about the shades, let me
Take
them
them off.
because not trying to be Vuyani.
Yeah, listen, you were in character there for a bit, and it's lovely to have you in studio. Thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you for having me.
Is it Luthando BU or is it BU?
It's BU. It's Luthando BU Mthembu. But
Okay.
BU also works. I don't mind that.
And what's the BU?
BU is my life motto, my life mantra. To be yourself, to be authentic at all times.
Oh wow! Yeah, I was thinking it's initials for a second name.
It stands for BU as in BU.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, thank you. Yes, I love that.
Thank you.
Luthando, you have carved your career so beautifully.
Thank you for saying
And it's lovely to have you in studio. But I think for you, it all started on Big Brother Africa, didn't it?
that. It started on Big Brother Mzansi.
Ah, yes, Big Brother Mzansi.
Yes.
Yes.
About in 2022. That's when the limelight came to me. But yeah, definitely, I'd say it started around about then.
And what was the idea for going on to, I mean, okay, you want to win, you want the millions, but if you don't win, what was the idea?
To be honest, it's just the spotlight. I came to Johannesburg for music, and I thought any type of attention can be catapulted to something towards the music. You know? So that's the main reason for going in there. And it was fun. It was fun. A lot of controversy here and there, but it was fun.
And do you still make music? Do you sing?
Yes, I make music. Completely. I make South African pop music, za pop.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Which a lot of people might not know about, but hey, you know, we're going to put it out there.
But it's the acting that
Yes, that stood out.
that gave you the
People
break.
wanted to see me do it. Yeah, I studied acting as well, so that was quite a blessing to be prepared. Yeah.
Yeah. Talk to me about the decision to pursue a career in entertainment. It's always interesting. I mean, it's a gamble. In South Africa, it's always a gamble.
Yeah, up and down, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
But you decided to do that?
Yeah, I'm a risk taker. I believe the risk pays off at some point if you keep taking it strategically, that is. Like I said, I come from Durban. I'm a Durbanite. I'm from Mlazi. Shout out to Mlazi. But I found myself coming here for music, but I was willing to use every single talent and every single craft that I have at my disposal to do the end goal. And yeah, music, I was working in corporate for the longest time. Yeah, I was working at a bank.
I can't see it.
Everyone said that every day. Everyone is like, what are you doing here? Guy with the tattoos and the cornrows and whatnot.
Yes.
But your calling will always call you and you have to pick up at some point. So, yeah.
So what happens after Big Brother? I mean, you didn't win.
Yes. I won people's hearts, but I didn't win the show.
Did you think you'd win the show?
Yes, you go into there with the hopes of the best and believing the best. I feel like I won.
Okay.
It's not. For me, it's more about when I look at the overall picture. I feel like I won. Although it wasn't like a win of this is the money. Money comes and goes. More like being in people's. Like I said, I want people's hearts. Yeah, that's what it feels like for me. Because I wouldn't be where I am right now in my career. My peers who were in the house, I haven't heard from them in a while. And not to say in comparison, but to say like maybe we didn't have the same goals, but I got what I was going there for.
Absolutely. So you leave the Big Brother house.
Yes.
And then what?
And then auditions and auditions and auditions. But I was doing that before.
Okay.
And I landed 3 roles in the same year, which has never happened before.
Oh, wow.
But one of them being Vuyani.
I want to speak about, I've been tiptoeing around Vuyani. But maybe we should just get into it because many of our listeners might remember you from there.
Yeah.
That was certainly my first time seeing you on screen. And Vuyani is a young man on the show Adulting that was on Showmax.
Yes, it was.
And he's chosen an interesting lifestyle.
Yeah, alternative.
He decides to be with older women.
He's a slay king, yes.
Oh, is that what they call it?
Yeah,
Slay
he's a
king.
slay queen, so he's a slay king, yes.
Yes, right?
That's the life he chose.
Yes, and he's with older women, but particularly one older woman that he keeps going back to. I think her name was Beth on the
yes,
show, right?
100%.
You see, I watched.
I love that. Yeah, you definitely did.
And yeah, I mean, when you got that role,
Yeah.
were you sure?
So I actually initially auditioned for another character on the show.
Oh, who?
Yeah, Bonga,
Okay.
the main character.
The main character. Yeah.
I auditioned for the guy with the money, the house, and he's the lead, he's the alpha of the pack.
Yes.
Right? However, aesthetically, I feel as though I kind of gave off a more Vuyani energy.
Okay.
That's how I ended up landing.
So are you saying every day that's the energy you give?
That's the energy that I get told that it's like I am that already.
Okay, that you're the type of guy who would be with older women for money?
Yes, who would be a slay king. Let's put it like that.
Yeah. Look, so for our listeners, I think we need to spell out slay king, right? Because they might not be very familiar with the slay queen term. So,
I guess, yeah.
So I suppose that would be a young man who's with older women for money.
Aesthetically.
Okay.
Who's attractive enough to look like he could do it.
Oh.
Yeah.
And how did you take that when you were told this is what you're likely? Okay.
It's a compliment. I mean, if someone says you're attractive,
yeah,
that's cool. You know?
Okay.
So that's got to use your blessings.
Yeah, a win is a win.
A win is a win.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah, you're right.
No, I hear you. Did you imagine that there would be so many sex scenes on the show and that you would be part of so many of the sex scenes?
No, I was warned when I was auditioning. I was told, well, the show is quite explicit. Are you sure? I was like, well, let's see. Because the character I had auditioned for wasn't necessarily the guy who was going to be doing most of the scenes. So when I got told I landed that guy, I was like,
yes,
let's read up on him. Let's do a little bit more research. Luckily, my acting coach, Camilla, was able to help me out, and we locked in. We took it like work. It's work. It's business. You have to lock into your craft.
Sure.
Yeah.
And how do you prepare for a scene like that? Like for a sex scene? I mean, it looks, of course, on screen, it looks very graphic.
Yeah.
And many of us don't know what goes into it. We're all thinking, is this real?
Does it look real?
It really does.
It looks real.
It looks hardcore, and in fact, I couldn't watch with some people around me. Would never watch with my parents.
Yeah.
I must say, would never watch with my mom.
Yeah.
That's how real it looked. So how do you prepare for something like that?
Luckily, we had what is it called? Intimacy coaches. So people, it's a dance. This thing, respectfully, because although we're actors, we still have to make it look real.
Yes.
And everybody comes onto set with their own story, with their own traumas, their own everything, know. So it's very good. And I was privileged enough to have my first experience with on Ayeye in terms of an intimacy scene.
Oh.
Yeah. So that was like kind of like training towards getting it done on adulting. And on adulting, it was more... so the coach would talk to you and say, "Are you okay with being touched here? Can we?" And they make a whole choreography around it. So it's a dance basically. Like the person's red zones and green zones. Yeah. So it was planned.
Okay, so you know where to touch and where not to touch.
Yes, and
really?
It's planned. It's a dance. So it's like at this point you're gonna do this. At this point you're gonna do this. You practice it first. You first rehearse. So it looks as though it's spontaneous. It's on the spot, like it's happening right there and then, right?
Yeah.
But trust me, it's a lot of consistent training and repetition.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I'm going to ask you more, and I know many of our listeners might have a lot more to ask about that. We've got Luthando BU Mthembu, who's an actor, musician, and reality TV star in studio with us this morning. You might know him as Vuyani from Adulting, or you may have seen him on Ayeye as well. If you followed Big Brother Mzansi, was he your favorite? Get in touch with us. The number to dial is 011-883-0702. Alternatively, send us a WhatsApp on 072-702-1702. And I think after we spoke about the sex scenes, the intimacy scenes that looked very intimate when watching on screen, I think the fitting song to play from your chosen list is Sondela by Ringo.
Yeah.
Why that song?
Like I said, I like to make music that's pop, South African. I don't believe a lot of South Africans are patriotic enough,
Yes.
at least not the way that we should be enough. So I lean to the OGs, the people who have been doing it. I believe that song is a South African pop song. He's a pop artist, and it's a very intimate song. So yeah, I thought this one. My name is Luthando, after all.
Yes.
I'm a lover. So yeah.
So here's Ringo Madlingozi with Sondela. It's Ringo Madlingozi with Sondela right here on 702. It's a request by our guest this morning. We have Luthando BU Mthembu, who is an actor. He's a musician and he's a reality TV star. You may remember him from Big Brother Mzansi, or what was it, Ayeye, or Adulting, where he played Ufuyani. And he's here in studio talking us through his journey as well as his career. Before we played the song, you were speaking to us about the coaching that goes into this.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, I need you to just give us so how does it work? Just give us a snippet.
Coaching towards the acting.
Well, the coaching that towards the
choreography.
The choreography. How are you prepared? So what do they say to you? You know,
Well, first thing you do, you do push-ups, so you look nice and,
chiseled.
chiseled. You get some baby oil in there,
Oh, my goodness.
no diddy. And then, you just kind of, I guess it's more a discussion more than anything. You first talk to your co-actor. What are you, where have you been in terms of experience? Have you been on another show where you had a choreographer? Just the type of back and forth that we have as actors. And then we lock into the acting coach. Now the coach is like a literal coach, like a soccer team coach.
Yes.
Midfield goes there, and at this point you do this, and then you strike wing. It's like a game. It's not even just a game. It's like a strategy, like a plan, like a whole thing. At this point, because there's certain cues as well. So let's say the scene is you walk in and I walk in the door and I see you and I look at you and I walk to you.
Yeah.
And then I hold your hand to pick you up. Then I lift you up and I put you on the table.
Okay.
Right? Hypothetically.
Yes.
So we're going to play that before stepping into the space, And so they're going to walk us through it. This is what you do at this point. And then after that, doing it 2, 3, 4 times, you got the rhythm of it. Now you go into set. Once you're at set, you just kind of do the same thing with the cameras on. Yeah. And it's usually a skeleton team. So it's not a lot of eyes. It's the director, the camera crew, and the sound crew. That's about it.
And are people actually naked?
Not fully.
Okay.
Not fully. Oh,
Okay.
no, definitely not
Yeah,
fully.
because I've always wondered. I'm just like, are these people? What is going on? Which one is
You
this
have to
one?
be really comfortable with yourself. Yeah.
With your body.
Acting look, language is a full encompassing thing. Body language is also a thing.
Yeah.
Communication. So you have to be able to communicate to the camera and to the audience using more than just your words, your facial expressions, and your body, etc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what character has been your toughest to play? Your most challenging one?
Oh, Rhythm City. I played on Rhythm City as myself.
As yourself?
As myself. That was tough.
Yeah, but like who? So how?
I was BU on Rhythm City, literally and they wrote words like lines that I would say, and I was like, I would never say that.
Yeah.
But that was tough because you starting out thinking, am I like this?
Yeah.
And a lot of thought back and forth. But it was one of my favorite because it was one of my first acting roles. Yeah.
But also, I think it's interesting how when then you realize what people perceive you to be. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
And at that point, I wasn't at the level that I'm at. So I don't know if they had a perception of me or they just had a perception of the character. It was a pompous, arrogant, loud,
Oh my
obnoxious
goodness.
character, and I was like, I'm not like this. But he was my, So I think it was a beginning. So yeah, I
Yes.
enjoyed that.
Just the auditioning process, the mental prep that goes into that. I can imagine the potential of rejection and how you deal with that, and leaving the audition thinking I killed that or "Oof, I messed that up." How do you go through that?
Thank you for that question.
Yeah.
That's a real necessary question because a lot of people see us on TV and they think, I want to do this. Can you handle consistent rejection? It's a bit of a tough one. For me, luckily, my first job was a door-to-door salesman. So a lot of having to sell yourself before selling a product, understanding and letting go to know that a no is fine as well. A yes is coming. It takes about 20 no's to get to that one yes. You got to go through the no's. So same thing with the acting. I believe showing up and wearing these human beings, because they might be fictional, but you have to believe it. You have to see it, and your brain can't differentiate, So to some degree, you're kind of manifesting this for you, you know, whether you get the role or not. And one of the craziest things I've ever experienced was going into an audition, killing it and being overly prepared.
Yeah.
And it was great. So much so that I got like a round of applause, which I never experienced.
Yes.
Then I heard nothing from them.
You didn't care. Ooh.
Next thing I'm seeing this other character and I'm like, I did a better job.
Understand. Yeah.
Sometimes you should just learn to not take it personal, but it's work. It's part of the business. Yeah.
Does it help to be what people consider conventionally attractive, good looking? People speak about.
What are you trying to say?
No. I mean, you just said right now, that's how you bagged that other role. That's how you got the role of Vuyani. You were considered to be an attractive young man, and people say that a lot. I mean, I went through your social media, and people say that a lot about you. You know that you're attractive. I'm sure you hear it all the time.
Thank you.
Does it help in that space, particularly in the acting, the privilege?
Yes and no. Mm-hmm. Yes and no. It can shut a lot of doors and it can open a lot of doors depending on who's in charge of the door. I believe. Okay, let me flip it around. Does it help to have a great silky voice to be on radio? See, it's a tool that you use. You've probably been told before, you have a really nice voice, you should be on radio, Now that you're doing it, it's like, it's part of the job. So I think it does. There's some perks, but also there's some downsides that people might not be accustomed to or even expect. You could lose a job because you're too whatever they expect you to.
Because you're too pretty?
Yeah, maybe we need a gangster. And you're just not that.
You'll just be a pretty gangster.
No, it doesn't work like that in South Africa, unfortunately. I get what you're saying, but in South Africa, it's like you gotta be stereotypically what that looks like in order to bag the role before you even open your mouth, before you even act. You could be a great actor, but I don't know if I could land a father role right now because I don't necessarily look like your traditional South African father with the dad bod, So all those things help.
Yeah, and do you feel that pushes you to sharpen your craft?
You can only do so much. You won't land them all. I believe when you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. So as we speak, I just had so I do the work. A lot of people think that it comes natural. I do the work. Like I studied acting. I go for things like therapy. That's also very important. As men, I don't think we do that enough. But for myself, I decided to do that because sometimes you can play a character and a character can stay with you. You're taking it home and you're not even noticing it. So I de-roll.
I think that's what it's called, de-rolling.
Yes. So there's de-rolling and then there's personal actual counseling where you can be like, I landed this character and what I experienced in my real life was similar to the character. Therefore, it maybe is now a part of my reality and I haven't noticed, so... Yeah, there's a lot of internal work. And like I said, a lot of rejection. A lot of people don't see that. Sometimes as an actor, you bag a role and it's a great role and everyone knows you as that, but then they limit you to that.
Yeah.
Like that's all you're capable of. And that's not always the case.
You're being typecast.
Yeah, in real life. I'm not just talking about in acting. I'm talking about in real life. You step into the room and you're that guy. Always.
Do people ever stop you and say, how about Vuyani? Do people do it?
Way worse than that.
Oh.
Way worse than that. Like,
okay, let's get into it after the news. We're going to get into it after the news. It is almost 10:30. We're speaking to Luthando BU Mthembu, who's an actor, musician, and reality TV star, and he's speaking to us today on his journey. He is on our Hanging Out feature. Lots more from him, as well as some of his favorite songs after this. This is the Clement Manyetela Show. Welcome back. It's 10:36. My name is Kgomotso Modise. I'm in for Clem this festive season. My guest in studio is Luthando BU Mthembu, an actor, musician, reality TV star, superstar. You should have seen him walking into studio here today with his shades on. And look, now he's wearing them again. And that song, Luthando, is one of the ones that you requested. And you say it's what? Zapop?
Zapop. It's Z-A-R. Zapop. It's a new genre of music, actually.
How does it differ from Afropop?
It's very similar, but it's more South African. Because
Okay.
Afro pop is African pop.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
But if you listen to a Brenda Fassie, she's the queen of pop music.
Okay.
Right? But she also makes za pop. Her music, you can never confuse it for Cameroon or Nigeria. It just sounds
Like South
completely
African.
like South Africa. Besides the language, the musicality of it behind is like something that me and my fans, the Galaxies, shout out to the Galaxies, we've been kind of working and churning at a sound. Just I go live on TikTok. I go live every Friday and Saturday. Speak about music because I'm so in love with music and what it sounds like and what it is in our identity that makes it purely South African. Besides language, like what is it instrumentally? How do we use our own rhythm? How can we own our own identity in music? So hence za pop.
We're taking your calls. Do you have questions for Luthando Mthembu, who's in studio with us this morning? 011-883-0702 or WhatsApp on 072-702-1702. Zwanga, you're in Pretoria. Good morning.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Please go ahead. Say hi to Luthando.
Hi, Buyani. I was wow, what a great actor!
Thank
you are so talented.
Yeah,
I
Mom.
love the show. I love the fact that you were sleeping with the gym ladies, but you didn't sleep with Bev's child. That was like you really love Bev. It was so beautiful to watch. I love your friendship with Siki Bonga. It was so beautiful, guys. Thank you. Have a happy new year.
Thank you so much, Zwanga. You too. I think, that friendship, she's right. The friendship really did look organic and genuine.
Real,
Is it a real friendship? Are you guys friends?
We're actors first,
Okay.
right? But we are friends.
Yeah.
Or can I say we are acquaintances?
Yeah.
Because we have different lives. You see, I think the story of those four guys, they grew up together. So it's easier to glue it. Even when someone gets married and their priorities change and the other one is a slay king and the other one is a gangster, it's
Yeah.
easier to always say we have memories together. We just met.
Yeah.
We met like 2 years ago.
On set.
On set.
Yeah.
We're acquaintances, good acquaintances.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say we're exactly like those guys, those characters.
So, of course, you're not a slay king, right?
In real life, I know.
Not in real life,
no,
right?
definitely not. I don't think I'd have the discipline to be an actor and a slay king.
Yes.
The slay kings don't have the time to be working, and they're in Dubai.
How? Slay kings also go to Dubai?
Oh, yes.
Oh, it's not just the queens in Dubai.
Oh, no.
Okay.
It's everybody that's slaying in Dubai. A lot of slaying goes on.
Yeah, okay, we're learning a lot. I'm learning a lot about this. But what I'm interested in really is the preparation that went into this, just you preparing for the role of Vuyani. Kind of channeling that and finding it somewhere in you.
Yeah.
What did you do to prepare?
So a lot of references were given already. So when you go into a character, they say, "Oh, look at this, check this out. This is what we're doing it like, similar to." But luckily, I've been fortunate, and I'm very observant as a person. I like people watching and observing people. If I was told to play a person from Ekasi, right? I grew up Ekasi, so I can play that. Although I don't give off that. You get what I'm saying? Luckily, when I got to Johannesburg, I worked at the gym. And which is funny because later on Vuyani became an instructor at the gym.
Yes.
He didn't start off as that, but I think the producers were also like watching the interviews and saying, oh, so this guy was a personal trainer in real life? Let's give Vuyani a little personal trainer thing, which is quite beautiful. I think that character was made for me.
Yes.
I fit in very perfectly to it. And I think the preparation, besides going to the acting coach, would be doing the research. I met a lot of slay kings in real life, and I was able to evoke that level of slay king in me, from watching them. Oh, this is what they do. This is how the lingo is. It's what the body language looks like when you're about to attack. And this is how they do it, and this is how they take rejection. And it was fascinating for me to play that for 3 years now, actually.
You did it for 3 years?
Yeah, season 3. Each year we've been dropping a new season. So I don't know why people are complaining about the end. 3 years is a very long
It's a
time.
long time. Yeah. And how did you de-roll from that? Or did you have to?
I had to. What I usually do to de-roll is I remind myself, see, I'm a very the word is a chakra. Yeah, chakra gent. I'm a very chakra gent kind of like so.
Well, you need to explain that.
So I enjoy meditating. I enjoy going into nature. I enjoy, which I don't think is at all attributed to Vuyani.
Yeah.
So when I do those things, it reminds me where I'm from. I like journaling. Like I said, I do therapy. So there's a lot of tools that I have that bring me back to Ubmina. Yeah.
And have you woken up one day and thought you are Vuyani for a minute?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. Well, while you shooting, oh my goodness. I've fallen asleep on set before because we work crazy hours sometimes.
Yes.
And I woke up and I thought they said action and I was like, I didn't know my lines, and the vice versa has happened where I'm at home and I wake up and I feel like this camera is watching me, But that comes from the things such as, Big Brother as well, because cameras are on you 24/7, So I think I've had quite a beautiful story, quite a beautiful journey, and I'm grateful for people that have joined me along the way. I said earlier on, shout out to the Galaxies. That's what I call my fan base, because I believe in embodying a culture. So my name BU, being be yourself authentically. What I host is a space called the B Universe. So anyone can come as they are to this B Universe. And I call those people galaxies because you have your own story, you have your own journey, and your galaxy within this universe. So yeah, shout out to the newbies as well. Yeah.
Okay. Amanda Black, Masithandane.
Yeah.
One of your favorite songs?
Yeah, all about love, Luthando. So yeah, definitely all about love.
Okay, let's take a listen. Amanda Black. All right, we will be coming to that song shortly. It is getting prepared, but I do see many of your songs here are love songs that you've asked.
Lover boy.
Oh, that sounds very much like Vuyani.
No, Vuyani is a money boy. I'm a lover boy. Yeah.
I'm interested in at the point where a role like Vuyani is done, and you're looking for the next thing, and you're out there as an actor. Just. It's a fragile time, or it can be a fragile time. You're not so sure if you're going to bag the next gig. Just how have you been, navigating that space as a creative? Has it been easy for you afterwards, or?
Yeah, I've shot already like 2 things. This year has been really busy for me. I don't believe in looking, and let me say I believe in looking, but not desperately. And this industry is one of energy more than anything else. So. When you step into a room desperate, people can sense it. It's all about remembering who you are, what your story is, being you, and doing the best and letting God handle the rest.
All right, I think we're ready with Amanda Black, Masithandane. That's Masithandane by Amanda Black, right here on 702. My guest this morning is Luthando BU Mthembu. He's an actor, musician, and reality TV star. And he's been speaking to us about the roles that he has been lucky to secure in the acting space.
Yeah.
Do you consider the space a difficult, space to be operating in? Oftentimes we hear from artists just around how cutthroat it can be, and how it can, if you're not careful, you can find yourself broken down, so to speak, or broken as a person.
Look, I have a little bit of background in sales and in corporate. I don't think any space is easy to navigate. We're in managing human business. We have to manage feelings. We portray feelings. So from your feelings to your partner's feelings to the scriptwriter, the director, there's a lot of emotions before it gets to the final audience. So yes, it does come with its challenges. However, you either built for it or you're not. If you can't take the rejections, if you can't take the hits, it's maybe not for you. I mean, a lot of people do step into this industry with the hopes that they'll be rich and famous. But more than anything else, I think it's something deeper that has to be like installed in you, like something else that you're trying to actually do besides just being rich and famous.
Yeah. And how does your family respond to the characters that you take? Particularly, I think Vuyani is an interesting one.
So the thing is, I'm new to the world, but my family's known me like this for a very long time. Like, they've known me to be the actor. They've known me to be the singer. They've known me to walk around topless at beaches as soon as I get the chance to expose. Because I worked out, my whole family. Right now, I just saw a video of my mother at the gym doing a one-hand push-up. she's almost in her 60s. So the culture of being like the way that I am is not new to my family. They weren't surprised. They weren't shocked. They knew this. They were, from a very young age, I was telling them that I would be what I am today. So that's what I mean when I say you're either born for it or you're not.
Yeah, but no parent wants to see their son on the telly
succeeding
naked.
In a role that's
naked.
She's seen me and she knows I'm acting, so I do feel like it's a strong statement to say no parents.
Yeah.
Right? My family, the way they understand me, and I understand the perception of someone else, but if you see your own child that you've raised who loved acting and who was doing it before they even knew what it was, now they're finally on the big screen. No matter what character it is, they're acting. Whether they're a kingpin, drug lord, you won't think now, he's selling drugs in real life.
Yeah.
So why is it different when he's doing intimacy scenes? It's still a craft. There's nothing to be ashamed of.
Sure.
Yeah.
Malaika Tubop, what comes to mind? What's the idea behind that?
Summer. Oh, that song was a hit.
Yes.
It's definitely a pop song, because it was a popular song in a big way, and Malaika set the tone. They ran with the torch,
yes,
have you for what the sound Zap Pop is now.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a listen to that. Something about this song reminds me of, was it my brother? I think it was my brother's wedding. Yes, in 2006. Yeah. And we were just here. What a vibe.
Truly South African, right?
No, it really is. It's absolutely amazing. We've got calls coming in. Let's go to Soweto. Deka, you watched Adulting. Good morning.
Oh, good morning to you.
What's up, man?
Sure, Luthando BU.
Oi, show face.
Futhi ngiyabonga futhi for le show eniyenzayo futhi best entertaining show in South Africa everything.
Wow. Thank you, Sebonga boys.
And buyibheka njalo neDeka. You're not missing it.
Some episodes, because it's book my parents, so I couldn't such things from my parents.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your call, Deka, in Soweto. That's the thing, Luthando. You couldn't watch with your parents. I couldn't watch with my parents. And
your parents know that you're old enough, and that's part of life.
My parents think
alive.
I'm 12.
Oh, wow.
They think that I'm this child. I've never seen any of these things, even though I have a daughter.
Wow.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's just you being uncomfortable, around your parents. Yeah. But it was really entertaining. I want us to go to that last song that you've asked for us to play, and that is very similar, actually, from the same period as Malaika Tubop. Was Mafikizolo Ndihamba Nawe. Every wedding, you could not go to a wedding without this song.
Exactly.
What does it mean for you?
It's authentically South African. South Africa is a dancing nation. We are a house nation. We dance our sorrows away. We celebrate. I'm sure when it comes to alcohol, let me not even go there. But it's a part of our culture. We know how to have fun and to enjoy even during the hardest times, during COVID, during apartheid, segregation, during whatever, we'll find a way. So Firetown, all those things come from that. If you look at the type of song it is, even the aesthetics of it, it's more Firetown feeling, so shout out to that.
That's Mafikizolo Ngihamba Nawe. Lovely playlist. Well done.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Luthando, what's next for you?
Only God knows. My intentions are to take over the music industry and bring South Africa as a whole with me to an international platform. So Zap Pop, the king of Zap Pop, has spoken.
All right, king of Zap Pop, a.k.a. Vuyani.
A.k.a. BU.
Hey, BU.
A.k.a. Omkhulu.
We wish you all of the very best. And yes, continue to shine. And we want to see you on international stages, and it's onwards and upwards from here.
W's all the way around. Thank you.
That's Luthando BU Mthembu, an actor, musician. We've been with him for the last hour. If you just joined, where have you been? Because it's been quite the conversation. It will be uploaded on the Prime Media Plus app. But that does bring us to the end of this segment. And thank you so much for your time.